What if you could do everything that you wanted? What would life be like for you? That's what I'm going to be talking about today in this video. Now, our inner compass, our intuition, is the one that leads us to growth, to new opportunities, to working with different people, to love, to abundance. It leads us to everywhere, and it's always calling on you to take action. Do you listen? I'd love to know if you listen to your intuition, and sometimes that looks like leaving certain jobs. It means leaving certain relationships. And I know it's hard, but when you start listening to your intuition and actually taking the action, you start doing what you really want to do, what is inside of you. And this is everything. Until then, you're just on autopilot. And the reason that we get so stressed is because we're on that autopilot and we add on and pile on even more things onto our system, and it can't really handle everything all at once. So we feel even more stressed, compressed, and like we can't move out, there's no exit. And so it is important that you listen to your intuition. If you feel like you need to sit down for 5 minutes, if you feel like you need to take a different path, then you do that and you take the actions. Yes, it takes guts and courage, and yes, it's a huge responsibility, but if you're willing to do what you want, if you're willing to live the life you want, this is what it's about. It requires guts, and it's in your power to do that. It's not something outside of you that is just going to happen like that. But actually, when you continue to follow your intuition, things do happen like that. People come into your world to support you. Opportunities come into your world to support you because you're trusting yourself, you're listening to yourself, and you're following your inner GPS. And this is what it's like living a life that you love. So the reason that I started this YouTube channel 12, 13 years ago is because my intuition told me I need to practice being on video. So I got out my camera and then I just that's it. It started from there. It evolved, and then I uploaded on YouTube with no expectations. So when you follow your intuition, usually there's a feeling or like something's not right, and your choice is either to follow it or not follow it. And sometimes we may get too much in our heads that we completely disregard our intuition. It's like we get so much stuck in our heads, and then the thing is, our intuition will always come back up and remind us of this thing that we were meant to do, or this thing that was there for us to choose that we didn't choose it. And then it may come back in a way that we don't really expect, in something completely different because we didn't follow it. But actually, that is your opportunity to actually choose what you want to do now and how you want to go about it. There is no wrong or right way, because doing anything that you desire does require for you to learn how to put it into practice. It does require action. It's not magic, especially if it's something completely out of your comfort zone. It does require the body to completely get into a new way of being. And sometimes, well, most of the times, even building a business, that's an example, it brings up so much of what we haven't dealt with in our own lives that we actually get scared, because this thing, we're following our intuition, and then now there's like so much fear and stress, and it's like making us scared. We feel like it's the wrong thing. So what do? We ditch it. but that thing only grows and grows because that thing is actually what you're meant to be doing, but you don't know. You don't know what you don't know, so it's like you suppress it even more by doing things that are not good for you. So in actual fact, you're fighting yourself during the very thing that you actually want to do. And no one really talks about this. So the key to living your life on intuition when you have the fear and all the anxiety is to go deep into it, is to get some help, is to go deep into the fear and the anxiety. Otherwise, you're going to have a burnout. Otherwise, you're going to be sick. Otherwise, you're just going to keep repeating on and on until a burnout or until you get sick. And then when you get sick, you pay attention because you're in pain. And there is a different way, there's a quicker way to do that, is to face the pain, to face the fear right away, right now. And this is for all brave people, courageous people who want to live their lives. It's for everyone. It was for me. It's for my clients. And you have to go to the pits of hell, basically, to face your own fears and shame and guilt. Because otherwise you're just going to keep repeating the same thing over and over. So this is an opportunity. If this is where you are, or if you want to find out how can you start living the life that you really deserve, the life that is here for you, but you don't know how to access it. But also, if you are in a stressful environment and you just want to find your way through, and you know that there is something even more bigger here for you, then I invite you, apply for a transformational call and let's see how we can support you in the best way possible.